Welcome to our lesson, adding a mixed number to a mixed number. I'm going to pause for a second and make sure that you have pencil and paper. And remember, the best thing to do is that you have a little notebook or something that you are doing all of these math lessons in so that you can refer back if you need it, like a math journal from class. So make sure you have pencil and paper. All right, we're adding a mixed number to a mixed number today. All right, let's look at our first example. We've got 4 1/4 plus 3 2/4. The first thing I want you to notice is your whole numbers. You've got 4 and you've got 3. So the first thing we want to do is add those whole numbers together. 4 plus 3 is 7. Yep. All right, now we want to add our fractions. We've got 1/4 and we've got 2/4. So 1/4 and 2/4, 1/4 and 2/4. What is 1/4 and 2/4? 1/4 and 2/4 gives us 3/4. All right, easy peasy lemon squeezy, no problems there, okay? There's nothing I need to do with 3/4 because it is a regular fraction. Now you're going to notice that as the problems go on, this fraction becomes an improper fraction, and then we do have to do something. So 7 3/4 is good to go. All right, let's look at the next one. First thing, look at your whole numbers. 3 wholes and 2 wholes. 3 wholes and 2 wholes gives you 3 plus 2 gives you 5. All right, now let's look at your fractions. You've got 1/3 and 2/3. 1/3 and 2/3. 1/3 plus 2/3 is 3/3. All right, now you should be noticing something about those 3/3. What do you notice about 3/3? Say it out loud. Say it to your stuffed animal. Say it to your brother, your sister, who's ever sitting near you. Just say it out loud. What do you notice about 3/3? It equals 1 whole. This 3/3 is 1 whole. Okay, so that means we have 1 whole. So if we have 1 whole and we have 5 wholes over here, we're going to put those together and it's going to give us 5 and 1 whole gives you 6 wholes. So the answer to that is 6. All right, not too bad. Okay, let's go to the next one. I want you to try the next one. Go ahead. Add your whole numbers together. Add your fractions together. You should be writing it with pencil and paper. You should have written the whole equation down. You wrote your whole equation. You're showing your work. Okay, you've got 6 and 2, which gives you 8. Then you have 2/6 and 4/6. 2/6 and 4/6, say it out loud. 2/6 and 4/6 gives you 6/6. All right? So, same as the problem above. That 6/6 equals what? 1 whole. So if this 6/6 is 1 whole, 1 whole plus your 8 makes what? 9. All right, not too bad. Okay, let's move on to the next one. All right, we've got 1 3/4 plus 3 3/4. Add your whole numbers together. Okay, you've got 3 wholes and 1 whole. That gives you 4. All right, and then you have 3/4 and 3/4. 3/4 and 3/4. Say it out loud. I wish I could virtually hear you. 3/4 and 3/4 gives you 6/4. All right, I want you to take a second and I want you to look at that 4 and 6/4. What do you notice? What do you notice about 4 and 6/4? Something that we're going to have to correct it. We're going to have to mess with it. We're going to have to do something to it. That 6/4 is what kind of fraction? It's an improper fraction. Okay, we can't leave it like that. All right, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get the holes out of there. All right, we're going to use a number bond to help us. So we have 6/4. Inside of that 6/4 is 4/4, which equals a hole. So if I take out 4/4, I have 2/4 left. Okay, 4/4 and 2/4 make up 6/4. All right, this 4/4 is what? It's equivalent to 1 whole. Okay, so if I have 1 hole over here and I have 4 holes over here, together, 4 holes and that 1 hole make what? 5 holes. And then what did you have left over? After you took the 4/4 out, you have 2/4 left. Okay, so that means we have 5 and 2/4. Okay, all right, not too bad. We have to just make sure that when this fraction here is an improper fraction, we cannot leave it like that. We have to take the holes out. All right, okay, let's try the next one. I want you to add your whole numbers first. I'm going to erase some stuff up here, and I want you to try to work on it. I'm just erasing because I'm running out of room. All right, so hopefully by now you've written the equation down and you have a somewhat of an answer. So we should have added our whole numbers, 3 and 2, which gives us 5, and then 6/8 plus 3/8 gave you 9/8. Okay, so, and what do we notice? We notice that the 9/8 is what? Improper. We're going to have to number bond it. We're going to have to take out the holes. So there's 8/8 in there. Okay, and then after you take out the 8/8, what's left? What's left? Say it. Talk to me. 1/8. All right. Now, what do we need to do? Talk to me. 8/8. This 1 hole goes with the 5 over there because they're holes. 5 holes and 8/8, which is 1 hole, is going to give you how many holes? All right, then what was left? This 1/8 was left. So your final answer is 6 1/8. Okay, all right, you're going to write down this equation. You're going to start solving while I erase this so that we have some more room. All right, let's see what we have here. All right, you should have added your whole numbers together. 3 and 1 gives you 4. Add your fractions. 3/5 and 4/5 gives you 7/5. right? 7/5 is a what? Say it out loud. Say it, I want to hear you. It is an improper fraction. So we are going to number bond it. We cannot leave it like that. All right, so what's inside of it? A whole. How many fifths? Make a whole. 5/5. If we take out 5/5, what's left? 2/5. All right, now what do we do? What do we do? What does the 5/5 go with? This is equivalent to a whole, so we need to put it with the 4 wholes. The 5/5 goes with those 4, which gives you 5 wholes. 1 whole, this is 1 whole, plus your 4 wholes. What's left over after that? 2/5 is left. So your final answer is 5 2/5. All right. Hopefully you wrote all that down, because you are going to now practice with these 3 problems on your paper or in your notebook, whatever you're using, and you're going to make sure that you're ready to talk about these 3 problems when you meet in class. Okay, these are your 3 practice problems that you're working on. See you in class.